Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Potting with Shellon. I am Shellon and today is Experiment Day. What we're going to do, oh yes, Father, what we're going to do is attempt to fuse these two trees together. No, well, you do ask me, what is the name of this? These were two, let me give you a little backstory, boys. So, my mother-in-law went to something they call farmer's market, and she brought home these two weird fruits and forgot the name of it. And we tried it. It was okay from what I remember. And I decided, you know what? Let me just see if the seeds will catch. And I tossed the seeds into a pot. They catch, and then they wasn't looking like they was doing anything, and that is how the story went. Eventually, they caught on. And as they caught on, they stayed in pots. These pots, to be exact. Right? Two of these. And they were doing okay. Until we realized that, hey, where they are, they had gone to ground. So I moved them from where they were and I put them where I could see them. And I had cut back the tops of them, these trees. Right? So you could see the cut point here. And you could see this next one was cut. So today, I don't know the name of the trees as I said before. Today, what I'm going to do, and considering that, and I'm being honest, I'm running this experiment on these trees, not with the knowledge that they're going to fuse. I'm going to try to see if I could get them to fuse. And the reason I'm doing that is because it will help me to create more space. Rather than having two pots, I have one one plant, hopefully, in one pot, right? And apart from that, I would have said before that, I'm going to try to do some fruit items, plants that bear fruit. So, as you could see, I took them out of the pots already, and I did some root pruning, taking off these junky bulbous roots from them, right? So, creating the beginning or the start of a root spread on the both of them, right? I tried to go down as low as I could. I could probably go down a little bit lower on this one. And now what I am going to do is to try to fuse them together. So what I started to do, I put them together to see where they touch best, where they would meet best. And the both of them met like this, right? And I marked the spot with my little old carving knife. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove the bark from that point on both trees and tie them together, pot them up, and hope for the best. Wow, this is going to be funny. If this catches on, yay. If it doesn't, as I said before, I wouldn't be overly hurt. If anything, I would have learned something, because the premise of the thing is to try something, right? So we're trying something. Now, something that I'm going to play too is the fact that the trees and they have a kind of curve, and you're seeing this curve here, and you're seeing this curve here. So what I'm going to do, I'm utilizing the curve to get that fuse like this. Yeah? And then we're going to see how this goes. So guys, again, thank you so very much for viewing. As you know, we're going through this bonsai journey together, and I trying things. Trust and believe I trying things. So as we usually say, let me just go. Alright, so I would have made a couple marks. Let me just try them back up again. Woo! Some sweat went into my eyebrow. Alright, so we made a couple marks. Now, unfortunately, when I cut back this, it only gave me one shoot, and the shoot is in the direction of the curve. So I'm gonna bring it here. As you can see, the shoot is here, and the curve is like this, right? And ideally, I wished that the shoot went in the other direction, but it didn't. So I have to see where it will match up properly, or for the time being, let it grow like this, and eventually when it catches itself, cut this back again and see if I could get the direction of the shoot to go elsewhere. See if I could get the shoot to go in a different direction, the branching. Hey boy, confusing all my words, yes? Alright, so we're trying up. I'm going to remove the bark from these spots. I'm not going to make any great big cuts, you know, and based on what I've seen, because I'm going based on what I see, they remove the bark and they scrape away that green film. I believe they call it the cambium. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Right? They scrape away that green cambium, and at that point, hopefully once I tie them together properly over time, because I can't say if it's going to happen, how soon the fuse will happen, if the fuse happens at all, you know, over time they should fuse. Now hopefully I'm not making a total monkey of this situation. I hope I'm not messing it up, but again, I'm not an expert in this. Ooh. And I think I removed a little bit much, so I'm going to scrape away, because I left when I measured it up, there was a space, as you could see, that we don't necessarily want too much. But there ain't nothing. Scraping away again, higher up a little bit, right? And what I'm going to use to fuse these together, I have some tie straps, and I don't know if I need. What I think I may have to do is to blot the fuse point from the direct sun. So hold on a minute, let me get some more material. Alright guys, so I went and make a big raid day. When you your sealing back tape, always seal it back with a little lip so that you could find the end easily. Tip of the day. Alright my friends, so I would have used the tape, and now for an adding a little more security to the fuse, I'm going to use these cable straps. I'm going to use 2 of them to add a little more security to this fuse. Hey, so now cut off the excess, right? So guys, this is the fuse thus far, and I'm going to pop this up and let's hope for the best. Let's see how it goes. So I have my potting mix here, my soil mix, and you know, it's quite rich, so hopefully these guys live, you know. Let me take off a little bit more of the bottom of this. Actually no, I realized why I didn't take off more. It was because I had a feeder root coming from here, and I want this to survive. Now I have a nice little spread going here, and I'm going to use my root rake to make sure that the roots good and well spread out. And I'm going to plant this a little deeper than usual because we want this to be as successful as possible. And there you have it. So let's see how well this fuse takes place if we did it correctly, you know. And again, thank you so very much for joining me. You know, we trying things as they come along. We will try something new, and as I said before, I want to not only do the aesthetically pleasing plants that are synonymous with bonsai, but to, you know, utilize the fact that I don't have the big yard and the space to allow fruit trees to grow as they should, but to actually do the art of bonsai, practice the art of bonsai with fruit trees as well, and reaping the benefits of that. So guys, again, thank you so very much for joining me. This has been Potting with Shellon, and until next time, which is soon, take care. Bye.